Guitar Center, and today we're going to talk about the MarkBass Big Bang bass head. The MarkBass Big Bang bass head is a compact, lightweight bass head that packs quite a punch. It has 500 watts of power, so even though it's small, it packs enough of a punch to handle any gig. And today we're showing this head through the MarkBass 102P and 151 bass cabinets. The features and controls are going to be familiar to MarkBass amp users. It's really easy to get a great tone out of this head. Start by setting your input gain. If you've got active pickups, you want to bring it down a little bit. If you've got passive pickups, feel free to turn it up a little bit more. But this is going to remain a fairly clean tone no matter where you've got your input gain set at. The 4-band EQ features a low, a mid-low, mid-high, and high frequency settings. Let's see, the EQ is set up to where when it's at 12 o'clock, it's flat. If you turn it all the way counterclockwise, it cuts the decibels of each frequency by 16. Or if you turn it all the way clockwise, it's boosted by 16. The second EQ section up here is unique to MarkBass amps. There's the VLE, which is a vintage loudspeaker emulator, and the VPF, which is variable pre-shape filter. The VLE is a shelf EQ that cuts higher frequencies as you turn it up. MarkBass amps are typically very clear, so if you want more of a vintage or a less present tone, then go ahead and turn the VLE up to your desired setting. The VPF boosts both high and low frequencies while cutting the mids, so that's going to give you more of that V shape in your EQ curve. If you're looking to cut through the mix a little more, or you do slapping or playing with a pick, then you're going to want to turn the VPF up a little bit. So we'll go through the VLE and the VPF features. I'm going to start with both of these turned all the way off. When I turn the VLE up, you're going to hear some of the high end come out of the sound. Turn it up a little bit more and you can hear the difference in the tone. I tend to like the VLE right about here, which is going to give me some good bass presence, but not too much really high end. And when we look at the VPF, when it's all the way off, your EQ is basically flat. As we turn it up little by little, it's going to boost the bass and the treble frequencies at the same time while cutting the mid frequencies. And then, as I mentioned, if you're doing slapping or playing with a pick, you can turn this up to cut through the mix a little more. The EQ2 is foot switchable by pretty much any 2-button foot switch, as well as a mute function which will mute the output of the amplifier while still sending a live signal to your tuner. There's an 1/8-inch auxiliary input so you can plug in an MP3 player, and there's also an 1/8-inch headphone output so you can do silent rehearsals. And the headphone output has its own volume control. On the back you'll find an XLR direct output which is switchable from pre-EQ to post-EQ by this little button. There's also a tuner output and effects loop. The two types of speaker outputs make it easy to find the right cable for the job. This head is great for gigging or rehearsing, and weighing in at less than 5 pounds, it's really easy to take with you. The MarkBass Big Bang bass head is available at select Guitar Center stores or online at guitarcenter.com.